think Man City are trying to piss everyone off. We know you did this stuff. We know you did it. We know you should have been banned. Chelsea, you know what? I criticize Chelsea all the time. They got banned from the transfer window for like 2 years, I think, just because they signed some kid. I don't know what rules they broke, but they got banned from the transfer window, which basically means you become crap because they need a transfer window. But City, we know y'all did it. All right, we know you did it. Okay, City are that kid on FIFA Ultimate Team. They got Ronaldinho, R9. They got all the saucy ballers. They got Lothar Matthäus. They got all these ballers everywhere. They even hacked Franz Beckenbauer into the game. And then you ask them how they got him. They're like, oh, I played the weekend league and I got 30-0. And that's how I got these players. Yeah, I didn't cheat to get here. I didn't just go to my store and go rob my mom of her credit card and just take it out and swipe it on the EA store and feed those little freaking greedy bastards at freaking EA. Canada! Greedy cunt. Sorry. I'm using too many British terms. But hello everyone, welcome to BayernNow. Forgot to do the intro, the ultimate Bayern fan channel. By the way, those stats aren't Alaba's. He does not have 18 goals or 9 assists this season. He's not 21 and he's not worth 90 million. Those are things that are associated with Kai Havertz and I forgot to change them. But everything else is right. He's a great passer, dribbler. He's a great dribbler too, because I wrote that twice. He's a great free kick taker. He's a great concentrator on the pitch. Uses his IQ, his football intelligence, and he can intercept the ball very well. His tackling is amazing. I think I said a few months back that I wouldn't mind us selling Alaba if it meant we had other replacements. And technically we do Luca Onande. Luca Onande, on est ensemble, ramène la coupe à la maison, allez bleu, allez. So, man, that song is so catchy. Seriously, we have the replacements if it came down to that. Lucas Hernandez just so happens to be so versatile. I think one of Bayern's biggest strengths is that we're versatile. But according to Jamie Jackson coming out of Manchester City, basically there's signals that Pep Guardiola wants David Alaba. He'd like to get Alaba. Alaba is his prime target. But here's the thing. First of all, City, apparently they just have all this money now after getting banned and getting fined, all these things. But their ban has been upheld. Their fee has even been reduced. God. But my thing is, so technically you did stuff wrong, because how can your fee only be reduced? Then the fee would completely be cancelled, right? Because how is it going to get reduced? And you still have to pay a fee if you did nothing wrong. So you did do something wrong. You did do something wrong in terms of putting up money that came from a sponsor that didn't really come from a sponsor. You got money injected into your club from the empty hat. So, seriously, so they do have the money to spend on Alaba. I wonder how much, though. Apparently 150 million to splash this summer. But people are saying Koulibaly, and that's probably the truth. They want a left back. Alaba's one of the best in the world. Don't care if he's not playing there. He's still one of the best. He's 28 years old. City would have to pay money for him. Like how De Bruyne said Bayern have to pay up for Sané. Well, we didn't pay up for Sané. We paid well under his value. Seriously, though, with Alaba, I think he'll stay. But it's always about how things unravel. This is the same situation with Sané, just a little bit different. Because obviously we have the player. We're just trying to renew it. We're just trying to figure out what happens behind the scenes. The Thiago situation is more so than not. We just figure out what happened. Sané, it was weekly. People were like, well, this is the same thing we've been hearing. And I was like, no, we're hearing different things. It's advancing. It's going to constantly keep going. And now we have Sané. So it's always about how things unravel. That's what makes this transfer thing in football so fun. You know, in American football, you don't really get this. You don't get the excitement building up to the player. You don't get the steps. NBA, it's just bang. NFL draft is just so easy, simple. It's not really that exciting. Well, the transfer window in football is just so much more exciting. So that's what I love about this. Seriously, though, with City, I just don't know, man. How are they going to just buy Alaba? But to be fair, Alaba, basically, over the last few weeks, the sources, Build, etc., Kicker even Sky Sports got this. They basically said Alaba doesn't see Manchester City or any other club in the world other than Barcelona and Real Madrid as potential points of interest. And I think that's exactly true. Because how is Alaba going to leave Bayern for Man City? Similar level. And also in terms of success in the last 7 years. But as a club, Bayern's much bigger than Man City by 1 billion miles. City was founded a few years ago and Bayern have 100 years, 120 years of absolute pure history. And it's amazing. But, so Real Madrid and Barcelona are the only two realistic options. I always thought with Alaba, he'd kind of just retire here because he came from Austria, Vienna, coming in from there, 18, 17-year-old kid, 16, just gets into the Bayern Academy, plays, breaks his way into the first team. He didn't really need to just get all this experience out of nowhere and then become good at 24. He already just flew, he just flooded into the first team. In 2012 and 2013, it's really where he broke through and became at the level we know him now. And then he's been world class since then. Won a freaking Champions League, starting and being one of the crucial members of it. He's a Bayern legend, and I think that's absolutely amazing. I actually tweeted something out, and I forgot to add Alaba. I just realized that. But seriously, he's such a cold player, and yeah, he's a legend of the club. So you always thought he's never going to leave. He's never just going to go to a different club. Of course, I always consider the fact that, like Bastian Schweinsteiger, he might just decide to experience something else. Or even a Thiago. Thiago isn't the same as Alaba in terms of how they came about with the club. Thiago's a Barcelona product. He's always going to like Barcelona in his head. But with Alaba, I'm always just confident in the guy that he knows what's good for him. Frank Ribéry will be calling him, Alaba, Alaba, where are you going, my friend? My friend, come to Paris. No, come to Florentina, and I will teach you the very good FC Bayern Munich ways. I will keep you at Bayern. Now, Ribéry loves Bayern, man. So he's going to always be telling Alaba, stay, stay, yes, stay, come on, comme ça. That's what he's going to be telling him. Because they've been like friends for like the last 10, 15 years even. I think Ribéry said he met Alaba when he was like 16 in the academy or something, and they went out and had fun, dinner and ate, and he knew him that way. And over the years, they've just been friends. They had that dynamic duo. You always feel with players, though, if one of their friends leaves the squad. I think James Rodriguez and Thiago were pretty close because both spoke Spanish, both had similar upbringings. You always felt like maybe they felt like friends, and James going, maybe that opens up the door for Thiago. And bringing in Coutinho, that's always amazing. The same thing with Neymar at Barcelona. Neymar left not because he hated Barcelona or Messi or had any beef with Suarez, despite the fact that Suarez kicked the ball from his feet at one time. No, it was because he felt like he didn't feel represented enough. PSG had Thiago Silva. They had all these Brazilians. Dani Alves had left Barcelona. And you could see the dynamism with Neymar and Dani Alves. They were always dancing in the dressing room. So when Alves left, what if Neymar just felt like that's my time to go too? I want to go somewhere that has people like me, my friends. I'm not saying it's the same with Alaba, because what friend does he have at Real Madrid or Barcelona? He'd just be going there for the big paycheck, the sunny weather in Spain, and the beautiful well, he's married. Yeah, please, Alaba. I know you love Jesus. You don't need to cheat if you go to Spain. No, seriously. A lot of Bayern fans wouldn't mind Alaba leaving as long as it's under perfect circumstances. And obviously there's no such thing as perfect circumstances in this world we're living in, but there are always very decent circumstances to look at it from. I think Alaba has definitely earned his status here at Bayern. He's won the big one. I know a lot of Bayern fans would probably say if he leaves too early at 28, that's not good. Even people were devastated when Bastian Schweinsteiger left in 2016 to Manchester United for an entire season. And then he left and went to Chicago. But then Bastian was 32. He wasn't no young guy. So even then, people are always just going to feel a certain way. Ian Robben and Ribéry stayed here till they were both respectively 36 Ribéry and 35 Robben. I always kind of thought Robben was older because of his hair, but he didn't have no hair, lack thereof. But seriously, I think Alaba will stay. I do trust just his camp. I trust the fact that he has Pini Zahavi, a very nice guy who also represents Robert Lewandowski. So maybe he's just trying to get more money out of Bayern. That'd probably make more sense, wouldn't it? And I can't wait to see what happens and how it unravels. He's on vacation now. All our players are on vacation. So I'm actually very interested to see how they come back, how they're feeling. Alaba has said it himself. He basically said he's motivated. The players are going to try and rejuvenate their energy. I saw pictures of Neuer training or something in the pool. That's amazing. Alphonso Davies isn't even traveling anywhere extravagant. The kid's still in Munich while Neuer's in Croatia. So it's very interesting seeing these things happen. I don't know. Muller's doing his typical Muller thing. He's playing golf. He's playing golf with Philip Lahm. Lahm is such a weirdo, man. How did this guy not become a manager? Yeah, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Man City showing interest. Is Pep Guardiola enough to persuade Alaba to Man City? Depends what Alaba's looking for. If Alaba's looking to just maybe make more money, because he'd probably get paid more at City if City really wanted him and really wanted it to happen. But City could be breaching financial fair play if their wage budget gets too much and they're not making enough money. We all know they ain't making enough money anyways. They can't even freaking fill up their stadium. It's disgraceful. It's so weird. How is a club in the Champions League having to pretty much offer free tickets to people to show up? Bayern Munich is filling the stadium versus Hinderheim. And these clubs, these bummy clubs that I've never heard of, we're filling 75,000 people in the stadiums. And you're telling me that Man City can't even fill the stadium for a Champions League game. It ain't even just about if it's a group stage game. It's a Champions League game. You should be in there, man. That kind of explains why they've done well since the restart. There's no fans in the stadium, so they're kind of good with that. But in terms of City, don't see them getting Alaba. If you're a City fan watching this, type come on City, just so I know you're salty. But thank you everyone so much for watching. Did appreciate each and every single one of you tuning in. And I'm out. Mia san mia and peace. Have a good day, everyone.